I sustained my spinal cord injury after a motocross accident. I just got it all wrong in a big jump and shattered my C4-5 vertebrae. The hardest moments since my injury, I think, have come just accepting the injury and allowing people to do things that I would have done myself.
Yeah, how does it feel having a doctor tell you never walk again? Numb, I guess. I can remember just not even answering. I had family, my parents next to the bed, and just remember just looking at them and having a slow cry, like this is not really happening.
I work with fathers that don't have the strength to pick up their kids or to give their kids a hug, and 18-year-olds that don't have the strength to feed themselves or lift a drink to their mouth or drive a car independently. And I think unless you're working with it and seeing it every day, you can't appreciate just how devastating they are and how much they actually affect the person's entire life.
The hardest moment initially was when I was in rehab and it was our daughter's birthday, and we had family having a barbecue, and our son Sam was 4 and he was playing down a hill and he'd fallen over and injured himself. And I realised I couldn't get to him. I couldn't push down the hill, I couldn't push through the really thick grass. And I couldn't get to comfort him. He went to his dad, and not that that was a problem, but it was at that point that I realised that I was going to be so limited in how I could care and look after the kids.
My darkest moments are the times when I am alone, just looking into the future of what my life could be like. Something that I am looking forward to, the future of curative paralysis.
Seeing people struggle with that loss of independence that comes with this injury is heartbreaking. You can see it in someone's eyes when all they want to do is just perform that simple task, that simple movement without asking for help and without relying on another person to do it for them. And yeah, it's just heartbreaking.
Cure would mean everything, waking up and having my body back, running with the kids. I've never had them on my shoulders or done, ridden a bike with them or done anything like that, swum, to a proper extent.
When I see myself as a father in a wheelchair, I definitely didn't think that I couldn't kick the soccer ball around with my son or go down to the beach and play in the waves with my children.
So I was 20 and had decided to go for a 3-month backpacking trip around Europe. And when I got to Switzerland, decided to skydive, which is something I'd always wanted to do, was so excited, but it didn't go to plan. And then we hit the ground, I landed on my belly like this, and the skydive instructor landed on my back. I was completely paralyzed from the waist down. I couldn't move my legs to stand, I couldn't use my abs to roll over, and then I tried to do something so simple like wriggle my toes, and I couldn't do that. For me, a cure would mean so much, not for me personally, but for some of my best friends who have spinal cord injuries. I can't imagine, I know how it feels to take those first steps again after being told you'll never walk again, and I wish more than anything that everybody could experience that for themselves.
A cure for me, it would put me out of a job, that's for sure. But it would mean that I'll get to see someone that I love, be able to gain some more independence. Yeah, the more we can work together and find a cure, it'll go a long way.
A cure for spinal cord injuries to me would mean there's one less thing for my family to worry about, one less burden on them, freedom for me, and freedom for them in a way. A cure for spinal cord injuries is for more than just me. It's for everyone around me, really.
My name is Dr. RONAK RESHAMWALA, and I'm a research fellow with the Spinal Injury Project at Clem Jones Center for Neurobiology and Stem Cell Research at the Griffith University. I am positive that we are on the cusp of achieving what was considered impossible 15, 20 years ago. Finding a cure is basically achieving my childhood dream of achieving the impossible within my lifetime, and definitely helping a lot of people